Welcome to Sweden, where up to 20 million tonnes of timber is exported every year, or 50,000 tonnes per day. Today we're visiting one of the country's largest timber suppliers and our own supplier of timber for a number of years, Vida. In this video we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look into the forests and mills that supply 5 continents with renewable building materials. Of course, we had to travel to the start of the process in a Volvo, where we're meeting Martin, who has a great moustache, and Magnus, a part-time Viking and full-time forestry machine operator.
In this kind of forest, maybe 150 trees an hour. I would say.
So 10 hours a day you're doing 1,500 trees.
Yes, maybe some more, up to 200 if it's really thin trees. It measures the diameter of every tree and the length. It measures on the wheel that sits up in the middle of the much hydraulic hoses. It's the most common problem is hydraulic hoses.
So how long have you been doing this?
Almost all my life. My father has a little land, so I was with him in the forest when I was young, and then I went to school and learned a little bit about this. So I started when I was about 20 years, so it's over 30 years. So you see, I was driving here and it goes down here.
Yeah.
So and you see the different type of woods here. And here you get these piles.
Mm-hmm.
It goes over to the forwarder, so he see how much many cubic meters on every road here there is. So and when he drives, he reports that in. So they see just how much it is everywhere.
Do you know how much this weighs, this machine?
About 20 tons.
Yeah. You can't feel anything underneath you. It's just driving over. It's just crushing everything, isn't it?
The problem is when it gets too soft ground.
Oh yeah, and you sink. Yeah. It seems quite peaceful,
yes,
being out in the woods by yourself.
I love it.
This is where all the timber comes from for our roof trusses and posi joists, albeit not in this part of the woodland, which is a bit thin and spindly. For every tree felled, 3 to 5 more are planted, as obviously there's no point clearing forests to leave the next generation without any trees. After we'd watched Magnus clear some of the smaller trees to let extra light through, we ventured off to the next stage of the journey, one of 15 of Vida's sawmills. These mills churn out over 3 million cubic meters of timber every year, with 88% of the sawn wood product ending up in Europe. Upon arrival, pretty much all you could see were logs. Look as far as you want, off into the distance, you'll either see felled logs or trees. Despite the sheer quantity of logs, the whole process was impressively organised and seemingly quiet. The first stop of the mill was to visit this command station looking area where Vida hires an external contractor to inspect every log for defects, sorting out the ones that don't meet the grade. On his left, a screen scans the log and tells the system how many pieces of timber it can extract. It rotates the log in its little computer brain and finds the most suitable angle to attain the largest quantity of usable wood. The parts that it can't use for timber are used for other purposes like animal bedding. Once the logs have been sorted, they run down this conveyor belt into the next building, where they're rotated again by the machine to the correct angle and the byproduct is removed. The main bulk of the tree passes through these spiky wheels and is cut, eventually ending up in a neat square, ready to be sliced again like pieces of bread into neat sections. The byproduct will either end up as animal bedding, packaging, fuel pellets or biofuel, so none of the log is wasted. Vida's own sawmills and offices are heated using this biomass fuel, and it's even sold to local power stations. There are still a few more checks to carry out, including being visually inspected again, cut to the correct length, and then stress graded by this little slice of the UK that we weren't expecting to find. The machine essentially bends the timber in a non-destructive way and measures its resistance to that bend. It can also be graded using sound, which is pretty cool. These silicone fingers contain microphones inside, so as the wood is prodded, the sound reverberates back, and the faster the sound travels back, the higher quality the timber. It's then assigned a grade like C24 or, in our case, TR26. After this, the timber is packaged up and popped on a lorry or train ready to be transported across 5 continents. In our case, it ends up in a port in the north of England, then transported down to us ready to be made into roof trusses or posi joists. If you'd like to see the process of how we make these, we've made a few videos already which should be on the screen now. Thanks to Vida for inviting us down and giving us lots of nice food, it was much appreciated.